Hello, it's February 2025, and this is the guardhouse area for Mazari Cove, Naga-Cebu, Philippines. I'm going to do a walking tour here, and I would try to go past every house. It's going to take a while, and this is a regular camera, so it's going to move around a lot. I'll try to keep it as steady as I can. And you may hear me panting and gasping for breath because I'm gonna walk at a fast pace, at least for me. One factoid before we start, you should know, there's around 93 houses that have owners that are not Paramount right now. And only one owner, as far as I know, has a title. Many of these homeowners paid with cash, and some of them bought their houses more than 6 years ago. What do you think about that? Let's start. We're now on Mazari Drive, main entrance into the subdivision. Over here to the right is an empty lot that's used for the HOA meetings and other celebrations they have in the neighborhood. And I'm hoping to keep the camera as steady as possible, but if it jiggles a bit, I don't have a fancy camera, so it's just gonna jiggle as I walk. So here we have Arjuna Drive, Arjuna Lane. It's a very short dead-end road. And over here on the other side of the boundary wall, you can see it's mostly jungle. And here on the other side of the road, they have a little garden. Very nice. With a little quiet space that some of the residents have carved out. So we're going back on Mazari Drive, heading towards the end of the subdivision. You can see here they have some concrete forms in place for a solar light, but Paramount never put the light. They put the forms last year. I saw that last year. Still sitting there. The neighborhood's very safe, as far as I can tell. People are friendly. Good morning. And here we're turning into Samatera Road. Another dead-end road. And here the houses are unusually well kept with cars. It's not the case everywhere. Good morning.
Good morning.
Howdy. Whoa, 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 whoa. None of that. The dog wanted to bite me. He's on a leash though, thank goodness. Wake up. Going back. Rooster Central over here. This is especially well done house on the corner. Very elaborate enhancements they made. They have a big truck in there. I guess it's a business truck. So we're back on Mazari Drive. Still heading towards the end of the subdivision. Elaborate landscaping here in this house. A lot of effort. Continuing down Mazari Drive. Here's the HOA office. They have reduced hours now because Paramount refused to pay its dues that it owes, and they had to cut back on services. That's just one place that was cut back, and dues for the other homeowners were raised. Here's a local store. Morning. Garbage in the road. Garbage pickup is on Tuesday. It'll lay there until Tuesday. And today's Friday. This house right here, the roof is caved in. And you can probably see through there. Paramount owns it. Trying to sell it. Good luck with that. Here we are at the end of the subdivision road, Mazari Drive, where it ends. They extended it last year sometime. And over here in this area, there's, rumor has it, that Paramount's working on trying to get some more lots available to sell closer to the ocean and doing some kind of work on, I don't know if I can show it. I hope that came out. But there's where the swimming pool and rec area is supposed to be, but it's not there. After all this time, my theory is they're just making it look like they're trying to do something to sell those lots, and maybe convince people that they're actually going to have a swimming pool there someday. But I doubt that. All right, we're going back. Mazari Drive. Oh, let me get to the other side of the road here and get a better view. What am I doing? That house there has got a lot of landscape. Pretty nice. A lot of enhancements. Some of the houses here have a lot of enhancements and others have nothing. And others are abandoned. So we're going to turn on Pratima Street. There's a house under construction, but it's being lived in, maybe by the contractors, I don't know. It was just like this last year. Didn't look like they made any progress. Here's an especially nice house, well maintained. With from the deck, you have a view of the Cebu Strait out there. Pretty nice location. And here's the famous back gate. It's locked. If you want to go out on the beach, if you want to call it the beach, then you have to get the key from the guard. You only have 2 keys available. All right, heading back on this road, whatever I said. This is Dahlia Lane. These are the Ariana style houses, the smallest ones. They're all kind of like townhouses together. You see a house like this, a good example. It's designed to be a duplex, but they made it a standalone on its own lot. That's why the wall is blank on the back. So they have private yard. Going back on Dahlia the other way to get the other side. They're making good progress here. And I should mention, I forgot to mention at the beginning, but the one person who has a title, they had to hire a lawyer to get it. They decided waiting for Paramount to do the right thing. It was never going to happen. And in fact, once they hired the lawyer and they threatened a lawsuit or filed it, they gave Paramount deadline. If they didn't meet the deadline, they're going to be liable for lots of extra charges. Paramount met the deadline. How do you like that? So they could get the title anytime they wanted. They found the budget. All right, we're back on Pretama. Heading back to Mazari Cove. Hi, Ralph. Back on Mazari Drive. Filming the other side. So now we're going to go to Marcus Street. Some more Ariana type houses here. Morning. There's a pretty well maintained house with a nice fence. Okay, this is Maruti Street. This is a dead end. So this wall here is the boundary wall with the Paramount. The other side of it is another owner. Used to have a gate here. You could get out to the ocean or the strait. It's right here, but the HOA has decided to lock it up because it allowed unauthorized access to the neighborhood. Good morning. If I come to this house here, the dogs usually go berserk, but they're kind of calm today. I usually avoid going this far because I don't want them to get all fired up. Make a lot of noise. But I gotta film it. So that's that. Oh, look at this one. This is really elaborate fence. Ooh, boy. There's a letterbox and everything. Nice. So here we are back on that other street. The street sign is missing for this one. I can't remember what it was. I said earlier. Continuing on. More Ariana's houses. Oh, now, quiet. Looking at it right now. It'd be ready. But, all right, don't buy it. Okay, Paramount. Budget. Materials. All right, that was, oh, Marquesa Street. That's a loop. Ah, that's what it is. Loops around. It was still on Marquesa Street, but we're on the loop. And when we come back around, we'll be back on Marquesa Street still and heading away. Here's the other side of the street. Came through earlier. Nice yellow flowers here. They really stand out. And it's for sale. It's got a car in there. So I guess someone's living there. I bet they don't have a title though. Hello again. One of the few joggers you see in the neighborhood. Good for him. This is Manic Road. We're going to turn on here. You see a house under construction, but doesn't appear to be anybody working on it. It's just frozen. Frozen in time. Started but not finished. So here we're heading towards the side entrance, which is open certain hours, Monday through Friday. It used to be open on Saturday and Sunday too, but they had to cut back because of the budget constraints. So I think the neighborhood's called San Jose. Good morning. Howdy. I can't remember what the street is called. I forgot to notice. I'll try to figure it out later. It's an abandoned basketball area there. Looks pretty sturdy. Nobody wants to play there. I don't see any street signs. There's a little store we just passed on the right. So this road's Mandala. You can see some new construction here. I think this was started after I was here last year. And, Paramount's desperately trying to sell it. I haven't seen anybody working on it since I've been here for a couple months. I think it's just for show. They convince people are actually going to finish it, which may or may not happen. So we're gonna go back the other way on the same road. Good morning. Oh, there's an interesting thing. I saw a CD hanging from the frame around the air conditioner. Scare birds away, I think. That's a common problem. The birds make nests in there, and if you don't get them out there, they'll mess up the air conditioner. I gotta think about that. It's a good idea. All right, so we're back out Mazari Drive. There's a section here I didn't get because I went to the side trip. So we're gonna go back down and get that. And then we'll head to the front gate and we'll be done. We're near the end. Good morning. All right, here we go. Heading towards the front gate. There's the jogger coming again. Very active. Morning. Oh, this house here is really fancy. I think they own a duplex. And they've enhanced it a lot. They even have a staircase up to the balcony there, or the deck. Super nice. That's how every house should be. They only all look like that. This would be a really nice subdivision, top of the line. All right, so we're back where we started, and it's the guardhouses, but it's looking from the other side, and you can see the roofs are in disrepair. They were damaged last year in a windstorm. They're already old. Paramount's responsible to fix it. They haven't fixed it. Just imagine how the residents feel every time they come out of here and have to see that. And imagine the guards having to stay in places like that. Paramount doesn't care. When they know it's their responsibility, but when they're asked, why don't you fix it? It's either no budget, no materials, whatever. Which is not true. It's just an excuse. But that's the end of this video. Bye.